Have you heard about the recent survey that Planned Parenthood released the results of that looked at all different generations, all genders, and how the issues of sexual assault, consent, factors that can play into that as far as people will use alcohol or drugs to facilitate sexual assaults when they're committing a crime on another person? It looked at the whole spectrum. And recently, we were interviewed for an article by Take Part, which is an online publication. And we talked about this. And I want to talk to everybody about this because this part we didn't really talk about in the article. And we need to address it. And what it did was it asked people if they felt they got enough education on this topic when they were in middle school or high school, or if they feel that people need more information in the middle school and high school, which, by the way, is, right? This should be common sense that the answer to both those questions is yes, there needs to be way more education. What was proof of that? Right here, the numbers. So the question was reporting as to whether their parents talked to them about consent and sexual assault when they were growing up, specific to these elements. And by the way, I'm literally putting it right in front of you, right there. So you can see, first one, how to ask for consent. 19%. That's only 1 in 5. It's less actually than 1 in 5 parents talk to their children about consent. How to ask for it. By the way, if you say to somebody, do the right thing, but you don't give them instructions on how to do the right thing, in the actual situation, they're often going to think, well, I want to do the right thing, but I don't know what that is, so I'm just going to do what everybody else says they do. And that's a disaster. 19%. Next question. How to give consent. 22%. Right now, why that's important is because the next one was how to say no to sex. And there, 34%. People go, well, there you go, 34%. You know what that says? 2/3, almost 2/3 of parents in our country do not talk to their kids in either direction about how to handle the moment where they're making a sexual choice, whether they want to say yes or no by those questions, right? How to say no is 34, but how to give consent, how to say yes, was 22. So between 1/5 and 1/3, that's it, that are being taught how to use their voice to make a choice in a sexual situation. That's messed up. Now, why is that messed up? Because not only is the survey confirming what we thought for a long time, here's the danger of it. And that is, if you're not teaching a specific ability of how to use your voice, people will often think, I don't know how to do this, and so I'm just going to stay quiet. And what they'll actually say to me is, Mike, I don't feel like I have a voice. What's really powerful is that, let's say they attend a training where they learn then that you deserve to have a voice, that you deserve to have a choice, and here's how to ask your partner, and here's how your partner can ask you. They walk out going, oh my gosh, I'm 40 years old, and today was the first time I realized I deserve to have a choice. And if they had been taught when they were teenagers or even younger that you always deserve to have a choice, and here's what that looks like, they would have examples to use in the actual situations that would have empowered them to have a voice. Right? And by the way, this starts with the person, obviously, who's initiating the sexual intimacy to also always give a partner a choice. Now think about it. If you never teach your children how to use their voice in a sexual situation, what are the odds they're asking before they engage in intimacy with somebody? Very slim. You've never taught them how to use their words. And that's also addressed in there. How to recognize whether your partner is giving consent. 21%. 21% of parents. This just reconfirms that we need to do more. A lot more. We need to get more resources into parents' hands. We need to help parents realize you can have these conversations. They can be wonderful, fulfilling conversations. You don't have to fear them. They can be incredible. There are ways you can do it without that teen rolling their eyes or thinking, here we go again. There's a lot of strategies and techniques. You're sitting there going, well, how do I do that? Well, feel free to go on our website because we actually have a DVD called Help, My Teen is Dating, that's built for parents to help you have these conversations so that you don't become part of the literally 80% of our country, 67% of our country failing their children when it comes to these topics. Let's not kid ourselves. We're failing generations here by not having conversations, not giving them skill sets. And by the way, if we're not having the conversations, they're going to learn how to somewhere else, which is friends and peers or internet, which leads to pornography. Not good choices for skill sets that we want them to learn from at all. Use resources that are out there for you. And like I said, if you don't know of any, go to our website, datesafeproject.org, and click into the store. There's a DVD called Help My Teen is Dating. There's a new book coming out in August with its exact skill set, just like the DVD. And now they're different. The DVD gives you the live conversation, takes it in all different directions, over 2 hours of jam-packed content. The book is also one that the teen can read, that a 12-year-old can read for themselves on giving them a skill set. So a lot of people use them together. But we'll start with the DVD. And by the way, if you're thinking, I wanted this conversation tonight, I don't want to wait 2 weeks. You can download the DVD like it's on demand. So you can watch it on demand. You can literally get it and then watch it right there on your computer, so you don't have to wait for anything to be shipped to you. Your choice, but these resources are there for you. We need to get more resources out to parents. If you're thinking, well, are there free resources on the website? Yeah, definitely. Go into the parents section. You'll find articles. Go into resources. You'll find articles. We want to give you as much information as easy as we can to help you have the conversations that are so needed today that too many parents are not having. And I know you care. If you're a parent, you're listening to this, you do care and you want to do the right thing. We all do. And so we want to be able to share the lessons that we've learned traveling the world that work the best for parents and their teenagers in having these conversations be really, really effective and powerful for everyone. So if you have any questions, click the link below to learn more or to find these resources. We're always here for you to help and to provide guidance based on all the lessons we learned from parents and experts around the world.